Hey guys, what's up? It's Ray. Welcome to this new video. This video is going to be a re-uploaded version of my 99 smithing guide. A lot has happened in the skill of smithing, so I thought I'd remake the guide I've made before. I do have 99 smithing myself, so I do know what I'm talking about. Of course, I didn't do every method I'll be showing in this video. I picked one method to get to 99, but I'll be showing several methods so you can choose which one you will use. I'll share anything from making money with smithing to doing it the fastest way and losing a lot of money. But I should warn you at first that if you want to get a decent experience rate per hour with smithing, it is going to cost you some money. So if you don't have money and you still want to get 99 smithing, prepare for a long way to get 99 smithing, but also make some money on the way. I hope you guys enjoy, and of course, if you like the video, let me know in the comments below, and of course, give this video a like. Also check out more of my content. I'll be making more of these kind of guides, and if you like everything I do, make sure to subscribe so you can be informed of any video I make. Okay, first I'll cover the two main ways and also the basic ways to train your smithing. It is melting and forging. For melting you'll need a furnace, and the basic principle of melting is using an ore on the furnace to make a bar. Of course there are also other uses of the furnace and melting, but this is the main method. The second one is forging, and you'll need a hammer, which is the basic equipment when forging. It's basically the second stage of smithing, first when using the ore on the furnace to create a bar. That bar you'll use on an anvil to create any piece of armor. That's basically the main way to smith. Of course there are also some different ways, but I think these are the main ways to get to 99. Furnaces and anvils are spread all over Runescape. Of course there are some best places to train your smithing, I'll be showing those. The first one being in Alcarid, the best option if you want to go free to play. If you want to do it the melting way to 99 on free to play, which I don't recommend by the way, Alcarid is the way to go. Pretty close to a bank, but not the fastest. So, second one being in Port Phasmates. I'm pretty sure I say it right, but if I don't, I'll probably get corrected in the comments below. Port Phasmates is also really close to a bank. You'll need the Ghost Ahoy quest to access this area, so make sure you have done that one before going to this one. And the last one being in Edgeville. But there's one catch: if you want to access this furnace, you need to have done the Varric achievement diaries easy, medium, hard, or elite. Either one of those. But if you want to save some time to get to 99, it is definitely worth doing, because yeah, everything that will save you some time definitely worth doing, because it is a lot of hours to 99. So you definitely want to be doing it the fastest way possible. And next I'll be showing our two anvils. The first one being in Varrock, and the second one being in Yanil. Either one of them is really close. You don't need any crash requirements or anything. But if you want to go to any of the other anvils or furnaces, definitely go there. You can just click on the minimap, and you can click on the furnace icon or the anvil icon, and you'll be shown some of the other places to train your smithing. But these are just my personal preferences, and if you want to go any other way, definitely feel free to it. If you want to be smithing, there's one thing you'll need, and that's a hammer. You can simply add this hammer to your tool belt, so you don't need to carry it with you all the time. You don't need the trouble to retrieve it from your bank. You don't have to worry about it at all. If you want to be melting, the only thing you'll need every now and then is a mold, but I'll be talking about that later on. Of course, you can also use a sacred clay hammer, or also known as the stealing creation hammer. As the name already says, you can simply get this by playing a game of stealing creation. Pretty much every game will get you one hammer, and this hammer will last you about 50k experience. Is this hammer worth it? Yes. Because if you're going to be forging, where you'll need a hammer, you're going to be losing money. So basically this will potentially save you half your money you would probably spend on smithing. But I should note that if you get more than one of these hammers at the same time, you cannot stack them in your bank. So if you want to do this, you need to have a lot of free spaces in your bank you don't want to use. Just so that's all clear, we're going to start with the levels. The first level is 1 to 15, the first level mark. You can do this in two different ways. With bronze bars, simply with some tin and copper ore, you go to a furnace. In this video I'll show you Edgeville, since that's my personal preference, and I'm pretty sure this one is the closest to a bank in all of RuneScape. With a tin and ore you go to a furnace, and you click the option smith all of the bronze bars. You can simply wash the inventory go along. A different way is also bronze knives. You're gonna need those bars already. You can simply get those from the GE, or as it said in the previous method, you can simply get some tin and copper, get them to a bar, and then use them on a furnace to make knives. I pretty much recommend all the things that are stackable: arrowheads, crossbow bolts, nails, but throwing knives will also sell on the GE. which actually makes you some money. Now, for the levels 15 to 30, you're going to use iron bars. Pretty much the same thing as bronze bars, but instead of tin and copper, you're just going to use iron ore. You could think like, well, pretty simple, but the iron ore only has a 50% chance it will actually make the bar. Of course, this chance improves as your smithing level improves. As you can see, I'm 99 smithing, and I made 22 of the 28 bars. You can also do iron throwing knives, which will also sell in the GE. The reason why I don't recommend any of the other ones because they will never sell in the GE, which will make you a huge loss. So what I don't recommend is making any plate bodies, helms, or anything like that yet, because it will lose you some money and the experience is not great. And throwing knives is more than enough experience to get you through these levels. Now at level 30, you're gonna make a choice: make money or lose money. Plain simple. The first method will make you money. It is cannonballs. You need to have done the dwarf cannon quest, and after that you can get an ammo mold from a guy near Falador, which I'll be showing right now. You can add the ammo mold to your tool belt, so you can simply carry this around with you without having to think about it. Then you go to a furnace with some steel bars and start making cannonballs. You will get 4 cannonballs for every steel bar you put in there, so you will make some money. With every 1,000 cannonballs, it is around 300 to 400k profit. But these will only give you 30 experience a piece, and they make really slow. So yeah, this is a long way to 99, and I really do not recommend this. But if you want to make some money through the lower levels, definitely use this because it is really AFK. You can simply watch a movie while doing this, and it is some money as well. And at these lower levels, 30 experience a piece is pretty good. Now of course, I can imagine that you don't want to do cannonballs all the way to 99, since it is really slow and doesn't give that much experience per hour. So if you want to do a little bit faster way, but you are going to lose some money, it is gold bars from 40 to 99. This is the method I use to get to 99 smithing, and it is currently the cheapest, also considering also a decent experience rate per hour, the cheapest way to get to 99. Now when smithing gold bars, it is pretty much required to wear goldsmith gauntlets. They can be acquired after the family crest quest. You need to choose the goldsmithing gauntlets, and instead of 22.5 experience, they give 56.2 experience per gold bar made. This will definitely increase your experience rate per hour and is actually required if you want to do it faster than just something like cannonballs. This will lose you some money. It isn't that much, so you don't have to worry about losing mils and mils to 99. It will probably cost you about 5 to 10 mil, depends on GE prices. But if you want to do it the cheapest way possible, but still get a decent experience rate per hour, do gold bars. Now if you want to get it a little bit faster, there is also a way named steel plate bodies. Now steel plate bodies can be made already at level 48 smithing, and now that I consider it, you start at steel plate bodies and not something like iron, since it is not really worth it. I recommend just using iron knives or anything like that to get to 48 smithing. But when you are 48 smithing, you can make steel plate bodies. Steel plate body itself gives 187.5 experience each. A mithril plate body gives 250 experience each, and an adamant plate body gives 312.5 experience each. The levels are shown on the screen right now, so if you want to check them, just pause the screen and you can give them a read. Now every plate body needs 5 bars to make, so even though you go to the GE and see that a adamant bar is actually cheaper than an adamant plate body, for the fact that you need 5 bars makes making armadillo what the fuck, adamant plate bodies a loss. So if you want to be doing this, you are gonna lose a lot of money. So do consider this if you want to choose this to get to 99. But this is pretty much the fastest way to get to 99 smithing in just the original way possible. I'm going to show a different method next, but if you want to do it with normal smithing, just forging items, this is the fastest way to get to 99 smithing. I don't really recommend this, since getting 99 smithing with gold bars isn't really that bad. You need to make around 200,000. Now this may seem a lot to most of you guys, but really it is not that difficult. And steel, mithril and adamant plate bodies all cost a lot of money, but do have amazing experience rates per hour. So you have to make your choice there. Do you want it the cheap way or the fast way? Yeah, that's totally up to you. Now there's also another method to train your smithing, which is in the Artistans Workshop. It is located southeast of Falador, and you can easily get there by just using a Falador tab and just walk southeast. It is pretty close to the southeast bank. Once you first enter, you first get to the first layer, and if you want to go to the second layer, which is like the basement, you get the first option how to train your smithing. This is actually the only free way to train your smithing in the entire game, so pay attention if you don't want to spend too much money. Now this is only required for the first few levels because the experience is really not that great. The maximum experience it gets is like 7 experience per bar, which is not really that good, so it evens out to about 8 to 9k experience per hour. But it is completely AFK and you don't have to spend any money at all. When you go to the basement, there will be 3 things you can take: the bronze bars, the iron bars, and the steel bars, all from class 1. If it doesn't make sense to you right now, I'll be making an Artistans Workshop guide later on, but just for the sake of training your smithing right now, you can just take it from me that these are the right ones. Once you take the bars, you can easily smith them on the anvil. You can make whatever you want, and depending on your smithing level, you can make certain things. Whatever you make doesn't really matter. Just make the thing that gives the most experience. All the way to the right is the one with the most experience, and the one to the left with the least experience. And the same thing is actually with iron and steel. So yeah, you can just make this and then deposit it in the truck, in the little card, the mine card, and you can just go on. You don't have to have any requirements, just one smithing is enough to make the first bronze piece of armor. Oh, it's not really armor, it's some piece of rail and stuff to use in mines, so you don't really need any requirements for that, so that makes this a great method. Now the second method I'm going to show you is also in the Artistans Workshop, and it's the fastest experience per hour. Together with plate buddies, I think they're about the same experience per hour. It is also in the Artistans Workshop. It is at the top level, just where you enter. You can make at the machine which is there. You can put your ores in there. Make sure you have noted ores, coal and mithril or adamant. It depends on what bar you want to make. Just put them in there, and then you can retrieve level 3 bars. You do have to get quite a bit of coal and quite a bit of adamant or mithril, whatever. So make sure you have those good worked out, so you don't have too much coal or too much adamant, whatever. Then you can simply take them out, and then there will be a guy all the way to the east saying what to make. It's also in the top of your screen what is the instructions to make, but you don't really need to follow those orders. You can also just whatever you make, like whatever you really want to make. The only thing what that does is gives you a 10% experience boost. Now this is actually quite a bit, but if you just want to AFK, since these are really AFKable, taking an inventory is about 3 minutes. If you just want to AFK, I don't recommend watching that, because you have to watch the screen every time to see if it switches, because it switches around every 30 seconds or every minute, I believe. So if you just don't want to AFK, you just want to make whatever, you still get a really good experience rate per hour. So if you just want to AFK, just don't watch the screen, just click just click any piece of armor, they're all the same experience per hour, and just, yeah, stay there for 3 minutes, then repeat, just get some more bars out of there, and you can simply put the armor you made in the chest, which is next to the machine. Also, there are some statues, some armor statues at the sides, at the northern side and at the southern side. They every now and then they come to life, and if you want, you can just take a rapier or maybe a killer longsword or whatever, maybe a whip if you prefer that, and you can simply kill them if they come to life. They give you some respect points in the Artistans Workshop. So if you're after some of the rewards, make sure to kill them. They do affect your experience rate per hour a bit. But if you want to get the rewards faster, make sure to kill them. They give a good point rewards, and some of the rewards are actually quite useful. So I hope this all makes sense, and if it doesn't, just take a look at yourself and just check around for a bit. There are some more activities in the Artistans Workshop. I just showed the least per hour, but just no money, and the most experience per hour, but a lot of money. So just look around for yourself. If you can find some middle way, definitely use that. But if you don't really like the first method and not the second method, I prefer just sticking to plate bodies or gold ore. Now the last tip I can give you is the scroll of efficiency. What this scroll actually does is it has a chance of saving a bar when making an item that requires more than 3 bars. This can be bought from the Dungeoneering reward trader for 20,000 Dungeoneering tokens. You'll need a smithing level of 55 and a Dungeoneering level of 55, but the Dungeoneering level of 55 is kind of useless, since if you want to get those 20,000 points, which required for the scroll of efficiency, you are already level 58, so the 55 Dungeoneering requirement is kind of useless. But oh well, it's there. So if you're making plate bodies or even plate legs, anything that requires 3 bars or more, it has a chance of saving 1 bar. And on the screen right now you can see for the different armor types, the different material types, what the chance is. For bronze is 50% and all the way to rune it's 5%, and there's some middleweights as well. So if you're making plate bodies, it's definitely, if you want to save some money, it's definitely useful to get this scroll. Since I did it with melting, so gold bars, it didn't have any effect on me. So for me it didn't really make sense to buy one. But if you want to go for plate bodies or in any way go for forging, definitely use this. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my 99 smithing guide. It was kinda in depth, so I hope you guys liked the time I put in here. And also, of course, if you like more of my content, please comment, rate and subscribe. It lets me know what guides you really enjoy and what guides you don't, so definitely leave me in the comments what you think about it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Goodbye.